how are you? I hope you are doing well. Okay, so do you remember what we have done last time? Yes, we have read a story. Did you enjoy this story? And do you remember what is the title of this story? Yes, it is Beauty and the Beast. Okay, if I ask you some questions, then can you answer the question? Yes, of course. Let's begin. Okay, I'll ask you some questions. You try to answer the questions. From the story, Beauty and the Beast. So how many characters are there? Can you tell? Yes, you can see there in the picture as well. There are 3 daughters and then father. Now, other characters? Yes, you are right. The beast is the other character. So altogether there are 5 characters. Okay. Next question. What did the father do? What is his earning source? Yes, you are right. He is a merchant. Okay. Merchant is the person who does business, who sells or buy the things, right? Okay, next question. Why was the youngest daughter called thoughtful? The Beauty, you know that, you remember the name of the youngest daughter, her name was Beauty, right? And she was thoughtful. What do you mean by thoughtful? Yes, before taking any decision, thinking for a while, being sensible, okay, understanding the situation. So Beauty was such type of thing, such type of person, right? She was always being considered about what is going on with her father, whether her father was can do the things which it demands or not, something like that. She used to think, and she didn't demand something high. Okay, such type of goal she was a thoughtful person, right? Next one, why did the beast snarled at the merchant? We had discussed last time the meaning of snarled. Do you remember? Yes, growled angrily. Snarled means. So why did the beast snarled at the merchant? Good. Merchant went to the castle, okay, and went to the bush of roses. Then after he plucked the one rose, right? And when the beast saw these things, then he snarled, right, at the merchant. So now next question, why did Beauty leave the house at night? What is the reason behind it? 3 daughters were there, and the youngest one, her name was Beauty. She left home at night. Why? What was the reason behind it? Yes, you're right. She left the house at night because she wanted to save her family from beast. Okay, thank you so much. Now, the next question, this is the last question for you. How did the beast turn into a handsome young man? Okay, you knew that. He turned into a handsome young man. How? Yes, you're right. He turned into a handsome young man when Beauty cries and then the droplet or tears drop fell into his body or into his face. Okay, he turned into a handsome young man. Okay, so this is all about this story. You have enjoyed this story last time, and then now also I think you have remembered it, each and everything there. Now move ahead. Today, I'm going to ask you some more questions. Refer to the story, the same Beauty and the Beast, and underline the request made by all 3 daughters. You know that before going to the town, merchant asked the daughter to talk about the gift. what he can bring for them, right? So in that situation, the girls or the daughters, they requested something. So I'd like to show you the text and then you will underline from there, okay? So let's begin. Once upon a time, there lived a merchant with his 3 daughters at the edge of a dense forest. One day, as he was about to leave home for a walk in the town, he asked all 3 daughters if they wanted any present on his return. Okay, there you cannot see any kind of request. Now you can see request here. I'll give you around 2-3 minutes. Within that time, I want you underline the sentences. Okay, what you are going to do? Yes, you are going to underline the request which the daughters made. Okay, I hope you have done, right? So look at here. The eldest daughter was excited and said, "Oh yes, will you bring me dresses made of silk?" Do you think that this is making request? Yes, you are right. Will you bring me dresses made of silk? This is a request made by who? Yes, the eldest daughter. Now the second daughter, you can see here. The second daughter also had a similar demand. She said, "Oh, father, could you please bring me pearl earrings?" Okay, so what is her request? Good. Her request was, "Could you please bring me pearl earrings?" Okay, this is the request made by whom? Yes, second daughter. Now the last one, the beauty, who was most beautiful and thoughtful, she told that, "You may just bring me some roses, father." Okay, so I hope you have underlined the same thing. Now let's move ahead and then check whether you have done the same or not. What are the requests made by daughters? Good. First one, the eldest one, she requests like this way. "Will you bring me dresses made of silk?" Okay, her request is this. Now next one, second daughter, "Could you please bring me pearl earrings?" Okay, her request was that. And the last one, beauty, she requested, "You may just bring me some roses, father." Okay, so these are the 3 requests made by the 3 daughters. Okay, so you have got the idea how can we make requests to some extent, right? So let's move ahead. Here is one conversation. So what do you see there in the picture? Maybe 2 persons are there. One is busy on doing the things, another one is making some request, right? Last time also I told you, when we be within some people and then we'd like to do something, then it's better to make request, okay? Instead of telling anyone or asking anyone or requesting anyone, if we try to do something, then it sounds rude type of, right? So it's better not to do. We should try to request and then only move forward. So look at here, Mais and then Anu, they are talking with each other, right? So you have to act out, okay? 2 of you in pair. One is acting as Mais, another one will act as Anu, and you will read this conversation, okay? For the first time, let me read out it, and then you will also do the same, okay? Good. Mais, "Good morning, Anu." Anu, "Good morning, Mais. What are you doing here?" Mais, "I'm reading." Anu, "Will you pass me that book, please?" Mais, "Sure, here you are." Okay, so in this way, they had talked with each other, Mais and Anu. Mais is saying, "Good morning, Anu." Anu is saying, "Good morning, Mais. What are you doing here?" Mais again saying, "I'm reading." Anu is saying, "Will you pass me that book, please?" And Moise is saying, sure, here you are. So in this conversation overall, look at there. Which sentence you can see they're making request and then making response of the request. Good. Anu is making request. Saying what? Good. Will you pass me that book, please? Okay, she is making request with this sentence. And then Moise is responding positively, right? Sure, here you are. Okay, so now look at there in your textbook. Work in pairs. Again, you are going to work in pair and talk to each other in the following situations. Okay, you have read the conversation between Moise and Anu being in pair. Now, here are given some clues. Okay, so based on the clues or situation, you have to talk with each other. I'll show you one example. With the help of that, you will try others. Can you do it? Yes, of course. Use the structures from the box. Okay, there are some structures which we can use for making request. You will use that. So look at here, the situations. Give me your pen. Sure, here you are. Pass me your notebook. Sorry, I'm writing on it. Lend me a pencil. Of course, take this. Help me carry this bag. I'm afraid I'm feeling weak. So these are the situations, right? In all the situations, first you have to make request, and sometime, okay, you will respond positively. Sometime we may have to respond negatively, but being polite. Okay, so look at here. These type of structures you can use. Will you, please, please, and something. Can you or could you, right? Like this type of structures we can use. Would you mind, or is it okay? Is it possible? Like this type of structures also we can use. But here we are practicing only 4 of them. So I will show you one example. You will read that example and then you will try the similar thing for other situations as well. Okay, so what are you going to do? Right, you are reading the conversation, one example for the first one, okay, first situation. Then after second, third, and fourth situation, you will practice yourself. Okay, good. So look at here. Give me your pen. Sure, here you are. Okay, positive response, you can see there. So how can we begin the conversation? Exactly making request and responding only instead of talking about this too. We can just create the situation, right? We can speak a little bit more like good morning, hi, how are you? Or hello, something like that also we can add there directly when we don't go to someone and then just say that, oh, please give me something. It's not good. First we can say that, hi, how are you? And we can make request, right? So look at here, the example. Hello, Rakesh, how are you? Renu is talking to Rakesh. Rakesh is saying, hi, Renu, I'm good. What about you? I'm good too. What are you doing? Then Rakesh is saying, I'm drawing a picture. Renu, could you please give me your pen? Rakesh is saying, sure, here you are. He could reply positively because he was using pencil and then she was asking for a pen. In that situation, we can reply positively. But at the same time, if she has requested pencil, then what he could say? Good. He could say that, I'm afraid I'm using it. Right? In that way, he could reply. So all the time, in all the situations, we cannot say, yes, okay, sure, not at all, something like that. We cannot say. Sometimes we have to say that no as well. But directly, if you say no, then it sounds rude type of, right? So you have to reply very politely, saying that, I'd love to, but you can say like that. Or I'm afraid I'm doing something. You have to give the reason. In this way, if you speak, then it is very nice. Okay, you will be very polite speaker. So similarly, give me your pen. Sure, here you are. This is the situation, and you could see here the conversation, right? So similarly, you will do for other 3 different situations. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes. Within that time, I want you, both of you, in pair, you just talk to each other. Okay, you are not saying directly, give me something, or would you mind giving, or will you, something like that. Instead of that, you will say, hi, hello, how are you, something, and then you will add the request. Okay, can you do? Good, you can. So the situation you could see there, pass me my notebook. Sorry, I'm writing on it. Okay, you are practicing on this. Lend me a pencil. Of course, take this. You'll practice this one as well. And help me carry this bag. I'm afraid I'm feeling weak. Okay, these are the 3 different situations you'll practice more. Remember, will you, please, could you, or please, would you, something you'll say, or can you, or could you, like this type of structures you will use while making request. And for responding, sure, sorry, I'm afraid, yes, of course, certainly, something like that you can use. So thank you so much. I hope you have done it. Okay, you have to practice in that way as I have shown you here in example. Okay, so till now you have learned about how to use this polite making request in our daily life. Okay, everywhere, wherever you go, whether you are inside the classroom or you are at home, wherever you go, you have to make request, right? So while making request, you will use different structures, right? And then when somebody comes to you and then make request, sometime you have to speak, you have to say something positively, sometime negatively, but you will try to be polite and humble using some other reasons as well. Okay, so in this way you will do. So till now, whatever we have done, good, we have practiced speaking. So now let's move ahead. We are doing listening exercise now. I hope you are very excited to listen to the conversation, right? So before that, look at there in the picture. How many characters, how many people are there? Yes, of course, 2 of them. It seems like they are inside the classroom. No, it seems like they are in the office, right? So what you can see are the things there in the picture. Good, there is a computer, right? And maybe they are talking about computer or something like that. Okay, so you can see their computer, and 2 of them, they are talking. So you will read the conversation, you will just listen to the conversation between them and you will do the exercise. So before that, look at some questions here. What do you think they are talking about? Just guess, okay? Your guessing should not be exactly correct. You can guess anything. Are they talking about computer, or handling the computer, or using the computer, or something else about the school activities? What do you think? Good. You can think anything, but it should be related to the picture, okay? So the next question, have you ever worked on the computer? Of course, you may have computer at home, or you may have seen the computer in school, right? So have you ever worked on it? Good. Now, tell any 3 functions a computer can do. What function a computer can do? Good. You can store the information there in computer, right? You can transform the information from one computer to another computer. Okay, like you can process some data. When you will have to add something, then you can just type there and then it will show your calculation, right? So many things the computer generally do. So let's move ahead. Now I'm going to play audio file Okay, so before listening the conversation, I want you to read the questions there so that it will be easy for you to fill in the blanks, right? So look at the questions there. The participants of the conversation are Dipak and. You have to find out who is the next one. Dipak's plan is to start, blank is there. You have to find the word class. Dipak wants to learn using what? Dipak's uncle lives in where? Okay, in Nepal, in the UK, or in the USA, where is? Dipak thinks that he does not want to blank his time on social sites. So these are the questions, right? So you have to listen to the conversation between these two and fill in the blanks. Are you ready? You should have your textbook with you. You should have pencil. Then when you will listen to the conversation, while listening, you can write the answer. Okay? And again, I'll give you time. You will check your answer. I'll play the audio again, right? And again, you will see whether you have written correctly or not. And finally, I will show you my answers. Okay? So what are you going to do now? Good. You are listening to the conversation and then fill in the blanks. Okay? Good. Let's start.
Hello, Dipak. Come in and take your seat.
Thanks.
So how's everything going on? Will you please tell me about your plan for this holiday?
Well, Carol, I'm planning to join computer class from next week.
Oh, that's great. What do you want to learn?
I want to learn about using email.
Well, that's very good. Could you please tell me why you want to learn it?
Of course, Carol. You know that in this age, everything lies in a click. Moreover, my uncle is in the US. I want to be in touch with him through email. I don't want to use other social sites.
Why?
I don't like to waste my time unnecessarily.
That's great, Dipak. Wish you all the best.
Okay, I hope you have completed listening. Now, I'll give you few minutes, okay? You will complete this. And again, you will get chance to hear the conversation and you'll check your answers, okay? Take your time. Good. So now, once again, listen to the audio file and check your answers. Okay, are you ready? You are listening to the audio file, and if there remain some words to fill, then you can fill. If not, check your answer. Okay, so what are you going to do now? Good. You are going to check your answers.
Hello, Dipak. Come in and take your seat.
Thanks.
So how's everything going on? Will you please tell me about your plan for this holiday?
Well, Carol, I'm planning to join computer class from next week.
Oh, that's great. What do you want to learn?
I want to learn about using email.
Well, that's very good. Could you please tell me why you want to learn it?
Of course, Carol. You know that in this age, everything lies in a click. Moreover, my uncle is in the US. I want to be in touch with him through email. I don't want to use other social sites.
Why?
I don't like to waste my time unnecessarily.
That's great, Dipak. Wish you all the best.
Okay, so have you done it? Have you completed the tasks? Good. So I'm going to show you answers, my answers, and then you will compare your answer and whether it is correct or not. If you have any problems, then ask me. Okay, so let's begin from the first. The participants, okay, the people who are talking, the participants of the conversation are Dipak and good, Carol. Okay, Carol and Dipak. They were the participants there in the conversation. Dipak's plan is to start what? Good. Start computer class. Okay, he was planning to start computer class. Next number, Dipak wants to learn using what? Good. Email. Okay, he would like to use email, right? So he wants to learn how to use email. So Dipak's uncle lives in where? Good. In the US, right? So Dipak thinks that he does not want to what? Waste his time on social sites. Okay, he does not like to waste his time on social sites. You know, in social sites, we can use messengers, we can use Facebook, and then other things as well. But he thinks that it is just a waste of time. So through email, he wanted to have conversation between him and then his uncle in the US. Okay, so these are the answers. Could you be able to write correctly all the answers? Good, yes. Now, let's move ahead. Computer can be used for different purposes. Okay, maybe I already told you that you have seen a computer, using computer there in school or at home, right? And maybe you have also used so many times. So just tell me that. What are the different purposes for which we use computer? Yes, it is there in your textbook as well. Just for example, not only for teaching learning activities, not only in school, but also in other areas we can see the people are using computers, like for business, right? Or for education, for science and research, for entertainment, right? For banking sector, for the government, for weather forecasting, okay? For hospitals, sports, defense, and military, okay? So in different parts, okay, we can see that people are using computer. Okay, all the activities, most of the activities people do using computers. So nowadays, computer is going to be an integral part of human life. Okay, they are being very important. Without computer, oh my God, how can we live type of things going to happen, right? So we should try to use it. We should try to handle it, right? As much as we do work with computer, that much we will learn. Right? So not only for education, but in different fields, we can see the people are using computers. So what about children then? What about school, right? Can you tell me how a computer is helpful for students? For you, if you have to focus on only you, then what are the use of computers for you? Good. We can watch videos. Using computer, we can watch videos, right? Different videos related to our textbook, or we can also watch the videos for entertainment, right? Next one, we can type, okay? We can record our homeworks, our other works, right? If you are good at writing poems, then you can write poems there, or stories, you can type, right? And you can store there in the computer. Then to listen to the music, okay, we can use computer. So while doing your assignment, when you will try to practice some mathematical problems in that situation as well, you can listen to the music and then you can do, right? Or sometimes just for entertainment, we can listen to the music using computer. And also we can play games. Varieties of games we can find there in computer, and then if we have leisure time, then we can use, right, computer for playing games. Not only this, there are lots of other things students can do using computer. For example, if you would like to get different information related to your textbook, okay, then from where you will get? Yes, you can get access from computer. You can search so many things. If it is related to science or social studies or other subjects, you can search there and get information from computer. You can also research for homework. Okay, when we will assign you some work, if you'd like to know more about it, then you can use computer. Records data, as I have already told you, if you are good at writing poems or stories or articles, then you can record these things there in your computer. Learning with entertainment. We can learn with entertainment using computer. Audio and visual access, right? Different videos we can watch or we can hear the audios as well using computer. For writing purpose, we can use this, and also for playing games. Okay, so these are the different things we can do using computers, and these are very much helpful for us, right, for you, for the student. Okay, so computer is being very important for us. We have to try to use it because we can do so many things using computer. So today's your assignment is write a short paragraph on importance of computer for students. So can you write? Okay, just like students can do this and students can do this using computer. Okay, this is important for this purpose. In this way, write a very short paragraph. You should not write very long. Okay, short paragraph you can write. Okay, so whatever the things we have learned today, good. We have practiced speaking, okay, like how to make requests and how to respond to them, right? We have done this. And also we have listened to the conversation between whom? Carol and Dipak, right? And we have learned about Dipak's plan by listening to the audio. Then you have done the exercises as well, and we have also discussed about the importance of using computer. Okay, so I hope you have understood everything what we had discussed today. So thank you so much for being here. Enjoy learning. Thank you.